Alright. I think I am ready. Oh, no. Now I am ready. Okay. Final thing is to post... Merp. Okay. 2 missions today. One is defeat the bounty hunter mission. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to edit out all the beginning of that, that's for sure. While I wait for people to jump on, I'm going to do just a random mission. And I think both have the full effects of... That's weird that this does not get airstrike. Is that because of the platoon? No. Why would that... I guess it disables it for one. Each one is one mission. That's really weird. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna do... Sure, that. Minus U and add in Kylo, because yesterday I accidentally did the wrong team. Let's do it. Let's do it. It'll be great. I'm gonna do some... That's such a weird team to start fighting. I'm going to do some raid tests with some tier 6 raid teams, and then hopefully give some advice to my guild through this, and then I'll be able to upload the video. I'll also show off how the bounty hunter mission can be done with a low geared team. At first, when we saw the bounty hunters and the limited ability of them, it became very frustrating to go through that mission each time, but it's actually completely doable with a moderately geared, moderately modded Zem and Boba Fett. The rest are just kind of there. But the one thing that was discovered was that the special missions do not have a rotation. Like right here, these guys are random. It's completely random which ones are selected. Nobody knows what they're going to face when they go into each combat wave. You get a little tip at the beginning of what the last phase will have, but it's not even a very good tip, so it's just telling you who the elites may be. So but the bounty hunter mission is set. It's not a rotation, so it's really cool that you can use that to kind of really plan out what you're going to use and what you're going to do attack order wise, because once you know, like any game, once you already know what you're going to face, you can pre-plan it. So I'm going to quickly get through the first order mission, or my first order waves, and then move on. My first order has a Zeta Kylo, and then just Ragtag, or Zeta Kylo lead and Zeta Kylo, and then Ragtag pretty low gear team. So it's not, it's more the leadership ability that carries this team more than anything else. That and the changes to Kylo Ren, original Kylo Ren's AoE ability, which generates you boatloads of turn meter. I'm fine with you taunting. Turn meter. Oh, die. I kind of want to save this stun. It'll be great. It'll be great. All those stealth heals. But now you're all not stealth. I'm going to drop him out of stealth and kill him. All the buffs give you a bunch of protection on this team, so and heal you, so it's more about spreading buffs to keep yourselves alive. It's proxy healing. Etc, etc. Okay. So I'm going to do this, the bounty hunter mission, and then the raid. I was just doing this because the stream started, and I was waiting for people to get on, and I didn't want to stand here doing nothing, so. Forget what this does. Okay. That's not good. They're going to start cleansing and healing very soon. I'm pretty sure I'll still complete the mission no problem, because regular Kylo Ren is a beast. There we go. Okay, he needs to die, and the spy needs to die. We can do this. I believe in it. This is supposed to be the easy run. One of the easy runs. My Empire is the truly easy. Anyways. I should be fine. The spy needs to die for Kylo to really work his magic. But we will see. Let's just end that. And now the fun begins. That stun's gonna kill me. You can do it, Kylo. You can do it. No, I'm dead. Failed. There goes my perfect run. Anyways, okay, bounty hunter mission. Let's do it quick and show that it can be done. I do not have Cad Bane, and Cad Bane is actually recommended for making this even easier because of his stun, but that's okay. Boba Fett, the goal is to use moderately decent mods, and when I say moderately decent mods, we're talking about getting his speed up to above 200, because that's usually what the NPCs kind of set as their baseline. There are obviously exceptions. What I also mean by moderately decent mods is 9 speed mods, 30 speed arrows. If you don't have a lot of these, you really should be farming mods. Look, there's a 4 speed mod. Those are really good. 2 4-speed mods. And then potency on everybody. Every single one of my bounty hunters has a potency mod. The reason for that is his leadership ability takes 50% of all the potency, the total potency, which actually includes mods, and increases their health by 50%. So I don't want to even do the math, but I know my potency is going way up. Zem is only gear 8, but that's okay, because her abilities are what carrying her. Again, moderately decent mods on her. 70 increased speed. She's got another 30, a 9. I think she actually has a pretty good one somewhere. 12, 2 9s, 12, a 10, and nothing but potency. Yeah. Same thing for these guys, just potency, potency, potency. So there's a kill order for this, because this is a set mission. This will always be what everybody faces in the very first round. So Zem will unleash hell. This guy is the one that's able to dispel. Once you land all these debuffs, because of the speed of bounty hunters increased by the number of debuffs, or the number of debuffed enemies, your bounty hunters are all going much faster. I want to land 2 crits, because that'll lower their turn meter. And now Zem starts shooting bombs, and the bombs do a boatload of damage. Now, if she can't shoot bombs, she uses this ability, which increases her turn meter, hopefully. And nope, didn't get it. Anyways, and then we want to try and focus attacks on people who don't have bombs with your other bounty hunters. So far, this is not going very good, but that's okay. I'll lay some more bombs, or not. This guy has a bomb. And the goal is to churn her turn meter through that, and churn... I'm going to stun him. No. I don't want him to dispel. No bomb to target. More bombs. he could dispel, and that would be bad. So I think I'm just going to kill him outright. We'll AoE and see what happens. I want to generate some turn meter. So that's not good, and I lost. And that's because I need more speed. But that sucks. We'll see what happens. Maybe I can use the magic of the platoons. I'm going to try and save my abilities. And it forces it to take longer, which allows my platoons to go. Anyways, that was not good. Not fun at all. So the kill order is still the Rebel Pilot, followed by the Rebel Officer, followed by Wedge. Biggs does not have his unique ability, which means when he gets crit, he gets 100% turn meter. So he's actually a greater liability to their team. There's the stun, which I need. So his thermal detonators are still helping because they still generate me turn meter when they naturally blow up. But Zem had the magical ability of forcing them to blow up, which is why she's so helpful. So you can also get lucky with this mission is if you can chip them down enough, Boba Fett can finish all of them by self-resurrecting. So I'm okay with him dying right now because he'll just resurrect in a sec, hopefully. Yes. That pilot's gonna die. No, the heals. That's not good. I thought that counted for his thing. Anyways. Goodbye. Not good. I lost Zem. But as you can see, with a little bit more speed mods on Zem and Boba Fett, I will not have any problems. I traditionally can clear the mission. I just got unlucky with the initial salvo that they all unleash. I wish I had to get a better video for you guys. Anyways, it is 100% doable with a very weakly geared team through just smart tactics and that kind of thing. Okay, over to Tier 6, but we're running a very structured Tier 6 to try and make sure we're using tactical planning. We ran Jedi Training Ray only for Phase 1, for the most part of Phase 1. And then for Phase 2, we've been running very specific teams, so I'm going to run my versions of those very specific teams. Or I'm going to run my specific team, but in some cases I don't have all the necessary Zetas and everything, but the goal is damage, not perfect teams, and so yes. So this team is about Thrawn's leadership ability, which gives you a little bit of extra survivability and protection. It also gives you ability to cleanse yourself of like the daze debuff and stuff that are being handed out. And then it's focused around just the death mark strategy. Where am I? I'm going for Stark. Oh, he's right there, and Snow. This is a team that can survive all the way to Enrage when you play it smart. One of the things that we learned when this raid first came out was the Scion ability. We all saw it as like, oh, the perfect chance to do a boatload of damage to him. But actually, sparing yourself the debuff from full stacking is a better idea. Is to like sit there at 4 of 5 pain and then work your way up. And cleanse. So I'm going to save my fracture ability because it's a boatload of damage, and I'm going to also save the AoE ability because it's a boatload of damage. And we're just trying to pick off an easy target on the side, which should happen right now. And then we're just kind of waiting at this point till it's Death Trooper's turn. So a fast Death Trooper behooves this team. My Death Trooper is nowhere near what I need him to be. But now we're in a good place. Scion has low turn, and I put a death mark. This is going to fail. Should have used that when he just had a turn, which I thought he did. So, but that's essentially how the team works out, is you kill a target, death mark. So I'm going to just keep running it through, because again, I don't want to waste people's time. And the stacks of pain need to be cleansed on your people when they hit 4 stacks. You don't want to let them build up past that. I'm killing the side adds to allow him to go, which I guess I could generate that, but anyways. Also keeping an ear to my daughter. So we're saving my ability still for a landed death mark, which should be off cooldown soon. I don't need to save that ability. You want to do it at the beginning of his turn, so it's kind of a timing. Again, a fast Death Trooper helps this. Nope, I'm going to restart. It just did not go to my best play. I was not going to restart and waste your time, but I can't do no damage for my guild. It's just not acceptable. Okay, trying that again. Buffing everybody. That Death Trooper, no damage. So the daze is a huge problem for all the turn meter that you generate, so you do want to cleanse it, and that's why I run Thrawn lead, because otherwise you don't have any, no hope of dazing. I do like that they fix that so that it's not automatically removing all your turn meter. So let's do this a little bit smarter. I'm gonna have to wait till Scion's next turn, so it's okay to hit him. This is not gonna land, so instead I'm just gonna cure myself, which gives me 50% turn meter. He gets a turn, and dang it. Well, I can cycle a turn like that, and now I can give him a turn. And now we have a death mark. So this is 4 hits on the death mark. This is a turn meter generation and damage up. This is a bunch of hits on the death mark, and that's how you do damage with this team. Is you just cycle that at this point. I'm keeping an eye on Death Trooper. Again, he's getting to 4 stacks, so I want to cleanse him of that as soon as possible. Same thing with Veers. So we're going to do a Soothe. You do not want to let those stack up. We thought originally that you did, but they're not very good. And it just is so much more damage. We still have a death mark going, so I think I'm going to hit him again. Maybe I should have waited. Of course, Thrawn is the healer for this team. So you also want to kind of consider where he's putting his... I have death mark again, but I don't... It's not going to land. Trying to count pains, because it's buffing his damage as well. And I'm going to heal, and there we go. Death mark, and start it all over again. So again, the goal of this team, the goal of a Jedi Tuning Raid team, because they can do so much damage to the raid, is a much higher, but the goal of any team that you run is one team or for 1% or one team for 2%. Based off the math, if you have to run 2 teams in every phase that are really strong, that can really wear out your roster, and you want to save as much as possible for later. So in the first couple of phases, you want to try and do as much damage as possible. As you get into later phases, that's when you can do... you can just burn through your teams. I'm trying to generate as much turn meter on Thrawn so that he can heal Short Trooper. Like that. Those counterattacks hurt. I'm counting pains again. Sorry for the delays. I want to save that pain. I want to soothe that pain. I don't want to soothe that, but I have the opportunity to... So I'm cycling until I can death mark, which allows me to do that, which is fun. Because his tenacity had not yet built up, so I cycled through my team, burning a little bit of turn meter until I could get to the point where I could guarantee a death mark, because he had just gone. But I was counting turn meter the whole time and figuring it all out. So it takes tactics and all that fun jazz, which is why I like these new raids and stuff. I wish he had his AoE, because when he's death marked, you can't target anything else. But that AoE would allow me to have killed that for some turn meter. So now I'm gonna start to run out of steam because I don't have a healer on this team. Technically you could. Again, it's about managing your pain so his pain doesn't get up too quick. I'm gonna soothe. And again, my trooper team is not anywhere near an amazing team, so we will look at the damage and see what comes of it. Let's risk the counterattack. Oh, I'm dead anyways. But we did it. I'm very confident that I did 1.5 to 2 million damage with the crappy trooper team, so. And I almost made it to a rage, so the goal is that. We'll see what the results are. So if you see the amount of damage going on to Snowtroopers, both his gear and the fact that they both have suffering, so the damage is going way up. I made it 2 enraged, but not with all 5. There's the enrage. Okay. 3. Okay. See? I thought I was going to do like 1.5 million. So yeah. I will in heroic do 1.5 million, but that's a team that can do 2%. And so I'm much happier with that team than I thought I was going to be. Okay, so the next team would be an Ewok team, but I don't have a Zeta Chirpa, and therefore the team's going to crumble apart really quickly. So I'm going to do my first order team that you just witnessed in the other form of gameplay. There's a little bit of alteration to this because you actually want to skip first order TIE pilot, and the reason is this is all about turn meter generation, which is all what this raid is. It's because you cannot remove turn meter, you need ways to generate turn meter. Anything to increase your speed, and turn meter generate is good. Again, the same rule set applies. I don't want to get too many stacks of pain going, both because it increases his damage, but also because it means you will get wrecked, kind of thing. So, all right, his ads are going to die by proxy now. So the advantage this team has, and the reason it survives, is because of the Zeta Kylo lead. It's able to generate a lot of buffs and a lot of turn meter for itself, which heals it. So I can just manage the pain. If I can manage the pain well, I will be fine, kind of thing. So kind of want that Sith Assassin to take a little bit of damage. The other advantage is the team has 2 tanks, and if you have more Zetas, you get a lot more. Let's cleanse him. Because the team has 2 tanks, you have a lot more survivability because you can redirect fire as needed. That AoE generates turn meter now. My daughter is starting to wake up, so I'm going to calm my wife down. I'll be right back. I'm going to pause the stream. Alright. Sorry about that. Back to what we were doing. Okay, again, team is all about turn meter generation. And all these buffs that I'm handing out are healing me, so I just get to go as long and as much as I can with all these counterattacks. It's funny that my Stormtrooper got all the way up to suffering that fast, so it's because he counterattacks. Cleanse that. You go and cleanse that. There we go. Back to normal. These guys don't do a lot of damage straight off the bat, but they survive a lot longer. And that is the goal. Chang. I need to stun that. Stun the assassin for the days it provides. It completes. It does. English. I really need to cleanse the plane from Kylo. Let's see if I reduce some turn meter. Nope. Oh, they days. I thought it was a Sith assassin. I'm sorry for the misinformation. I need that turn meter. They need to give it back to me. That one? My first order officer is severely undergeared for this. Okay, so again, I'm still, as people are jumping on, I have a tracker in the top left for me. But as people are jumping on, I'm managing pain to keep it under wraps. And keeping my team buffed. For Zeta Kylo Ren, the buffs heal you, so you're able to just go slow and steady. And I'm watching the enrage. This team definitely will make it to the enrage, unlike my last team, which barely made it. But I did 3 million, which I was very happy about. So essentially, every time Scion attacks, the game calculates the number of pain on the table and increases his damage by that much. And so the goal is to just make sure that, like, for example, he's starting to get low health, I can just start cleansing pain off of certain heroes, and then he survives. I think I'll be able to heal him up with Phasma and himself. That'll heal him. That'll heal him. I don't know. He's going to get hurt again. I hope he attacks Kylo a little bit. Oh, I need to do both. I'll do this. Oh, and then I dropped my taunt. I should have taunted again. Oh well. We're doing okay. So now his damage has got to the point where he has enacted suffering. So his damage has gone up. But as long as you can manage the pain on your team pretty well, the damage doesn't go as crazy as it should. And so I've still got 6 turns of surviving and wailing away on him. Yes. 3 stacks. I like it when he does that. That's the best one. No damage. Just... oh man. I thought I'd taken enough damage to do that. Let's remove those buffs. Let's heal up. No, the days. Heal. I think I want to stun this Marauder. Let him die by proxy. Starting to fall apart. Again, low gear trooper, low gear first order officer, so they should be the first to die. Phasma's gear 10, so she takes a little bit longer. And then Kylo Ren on Mask is gear 10. So again, he takes a little bit longer. And then Zeta Kylo Ren old school is gear 12. Because I just like him, so I got him up a while ago. We're still managing our pain. So as I get wrecked, I have to keep an eye on that. Kylo will take a beating and hopefully be able to run past his enrage. We'll see. This Kylo can also take a beating thanks to the heals, but I think the pain just got up too high. but I think I started at 10, so I've definitely done 2%, which is the goal for every team. Pick a team, do 2%. If 50 people in a guild do 2%, 100%, you beat the phase. So yeah. We're just trying to pick teams that'll survive you through the missions and get us to phase 4, because then we can just use the rest of our roster. Yeah, the Rage does a full damage. Really wish there was a way for Kylo Ren to hurt himself more than just protection, so that he can use a more ping-pongy effect. That was not anywhere near what I thought I was going to do in damage, so that was not a good team at all for me. Other people will have much higher gear. My Death Trooper did 3 million. Okay. Akbar Hoda, which I don't have. CLS Han and a tank is the next recommended team that I've posted for my guild. I don't have that. I'm going to run Phoenix with no Zetas, and it's going to do like the same amount of damage. I'm going to try and run it a little bit faster than what I just did. The beauty of this team is they've got self-heals. Even without Chopper, they've got, whenever they take a debuff, which Pain is considered a debuff, they get that back, so you can... And then the armor shred is a big deal in this fight, because it just hurts Scion so bad. The one downside, as you see right now, is that this team has no AoE, so there's no way to really deal with all those extra guys. My Sabine could use a lot more gear. I think she's the weakest that I have. Well, I guess you do have one AoE in Sabine. I gotta remove some pain because I've already got suffering on Sabine, so that's not good. And I really wish this counted as a debuff in all forms, because it's definitely like not counting as a debuff right now when I do buffs like that. All those counterattacks get your pain going really quick. They're also generating greater and greater amounts of offense up from Ezra being on the team. Ezra gains stacking offense. So this shred, the pain, the stacking offense really gets the team going. I gave it to Hera for the turn meter. I think my guild is hitting it also at the same time that I'm hitting it, which is why I'm seeing the percentages drop so much. So I'm going to keep going with Ezra because Sabine has more stacks of pain. And you start cleansing this turn, which it's not off cooldown yet, so that's not good. Alright, let's get myself some protection back. Remove. Remove. Oh no. Let's give her turn meter. Remove. Oh, remove. And he needs to remove too, but he's only got another turn. Cool. That's gonna hurt. Those debuffs heal, so that's good. And we're back to square one, except for on Kanan. Let's even make him resurrect. Oh, I could have given him a counterattack for a second. Okay. So yeah, at the beginning Ezra was hitting for like 5k, now we're hitting for like 12k, which is making me very happy. Kanan could have cleansed, but I actually think it does not perfect yet. It does not carry over when he dies, so I didn't waste the cleanse, because I know the cooldown does not carry over when you die, so might as well use it while you have it kind of situation. Ezra's still my highest gear, so he's going to be the one calling to assist. Seb's gonna heal by calling him, so, or protection heal, same thing. And then we're gonna heal that way. No Sabine. Sabine's shred is what makes this work a lot. I think I'm in the 300,000 damage territory. Definitely not a team that goes all the way to expose, but it's a team to use. And I mean, the Phoenix team is not really usable in any other phase of this fight. So the fact that they do some decent work in this fight is, or in this phase, is good. Cool. I think I get one. Nope, no more hits. Hey, it did more than my Fucking Kylo Ren team, 600,000. There we go. Okay, and so I was unable to run Ewoks because I don't have a Zeta Chirpa. I am unable to, and that is absolutely required for that team. I'm unable to run Akbar really well because I don't have Yoda, Hermit Yoda. So I'm going to save those. Obviously, because we're in tier 6, I could use it and do damage, but I'm going to save those teams, hypothetically, for a later run on a different phase in Heroic. And then the last one would be a Zeta Maul Sith team, and I don't have a Zeta Maul, and so that team doesn't really work. The beauty of a Zeta Maul team is they can't be counterattacked when they're stealthed, and so they can actually let the pain stack all the way up and go into full suffering mode and still not get counterattacked, and just do a wallop of damage, and generate a bunch of turn meter whenever they evade an attack, which is really cool. So those are 3 teams, and I did what 3 million at the beginning, 300,000 and 600,000. So granted, this damage will be scaled down in Heroic, but so will the health be scaled down. And so I feel like any one of those, or the pair of teams at the end, if I ran both of those, I would do 1% and 1% in Heroic, which would be my part, or I would do 2% straight up with my Death Trooper team, but that uses the Death Trooper. So it's more about like, where do I want to use my teams to help the guild the best, and when do I want to use those teams? So as we go through each phase, we don't just want to throw everything at every phase because you're just going to run out of steam. So you got to be more smart about where you use your teams. So that's it. I'm going to edit the video and then upload it. Thank you guys for watching.